What is up, everybody? I am back. So have not been uploading videos here for a while, and there's a long story as to what's going on, but the short version of it is that life has just been a hot mess. We had multiple hailstorms that we had pretty extensive damage from. I was traveling on the road both for fishing and then some personal stuff with my son and my family, and then it just seems like we have had more rain this spring than I can ever remember having. It's just been crazy. It just rains every day. We've been just getting inches coming down in buckets. But part of the reason that I have not been uploading and my schedule got way off track is I have been in the process of swapping boats. So let me get out here. I'm going to show you the new rig. So this is the 2021 SeaArk Pro Guide. Sold my ProCat 240 and have swapped out to this 2021 SeaArk Pro Guide, and I'm going to show you around this boat a little bit. Like I said, this is part of the reason that I have been messed up and my filming and uploading schedule has been all screwed up, in addition to just the weather and just kind of all the craziness. So I've got this boat rigged and I'm to a point where I can fish it, but still have a little work to do. Not stuff that I have to do right now. Pictures and video of this dude just really did not do justice for how large this boat is. It's 26 foot long. It's a lot like the ProCat 240 though. So I'm just going to kind of show you around here a little bit. Basic layout is very similar to the ProCat 240. I'm going to go all the way back to the back. The big difference is there's a lot more room back here in the back to work. A few other little changes and differences, but for the most part, like the basic layout and basic concept, same as the ProCat 240. So this is 26 foot long, where my other boat was a 24 foot, and I'm running a Suzuki 300 on this boat. So the big difference with this boat, in addition to being 2 foot longer and having that Suzuki 300 on it, is this reverse chine hull. So a little bit different hull than what the ProCat had on it. This has got the reverse chine on it. Kind of hard to see probably here in the video, but you kind of look there, you can see where the hull kind of comes out there on the side. And then this hull is also 3 inches taller than the hull that the ProCat 240 is. This is the urethane paint, and this gray is called Battle. It's kind of a medium gray color. It doesn't have the sparkle and all that in it. And then I've got the red amped package on the trailer, but I did the blackout amped package on the boat, but without the black seats. So let me climb up in here. Still got the steps here on my Marine Master trailer. And so up here in the front of this boat, it's very similar to the ProCat 240. The big difference is you don't have these doors right here in the rod lockers where you have 2 storage compartments. Still got the washdown pump, still have the front live well, still have the front anchor locker there, running the Minn Kota Ulterra 112 trolling motor. Got all my fishing rods here and my Fat Fish Designs rod holder that goes down in that seat post right there. And rod holders here all down the sides. I still got to get a few more rod holders added to the boat, but I got it where I can fish now. And same basics there. Fuel fill. Big difference is this boat has a 73 gallon fuel tank in it. Now The consoles on this boat are completely different than the last ProCat I had. These consoles are 100% aluminum. They've gotten rid of all the plastic and everything that were on them previously. Really impressed with this. I'm really liking the console and everything the way it is on this boat. And I'm running Solix 15 on the balls out mount like I always do. Suzuki digital gauge, the Fell Marine wireless kill switch. Man, love that thing with that new kill switch law. That thing, everybody should have one of those on their boat. This is kind of a mess because I've been fishing, but I got some stuff in here I need to clean out. I've been throwing life jackets and tools and everything else in here. But this glove box is huge. Man, there's so much storage space inside this glove box. It's just crazy. So that extra 2 feet on this boat goes from the consoles back. And the rod lockers here, they kind of taper in on the sides. So the back of this boat opens up and it's a little bit wider. You got a whole lot of room here to work with. Still have the rod lockers, don't have any problems fitting rods in here. I've got plenty of storage space. You can see that's empty. I don't know if that'll show up down there. I got a few tackle boxes and stuff in there. Still got some stuff I need to put in. Get my planer boards and everything in there for the winter. And then I've got my sand bass rods over here on this side. I think I've got 6 or 7 sand bass rods in there right now. Now I went with the 2 rows of seats, but you can get this boat with 3 rows of seats. So you would have 2 more pedestals and seats back here in the back. I just went with the 4, and I'm having extra people sit back there on the back Livewell. I wanted the floor space instead of the seats, and have that big open area back there. But that 3rd row seating is an option. Now, because you have the 3-inch higher sides, you also end up with a 100-gallon Livewell instead of an 80-gallon Livewell. And man, this thing, I tell you, they've really got this Livewell figured out. That thing really gets the water in there fast and moves a lot of water. The other big change from the ProCat 240 that I was fishing is the battery compartment back here in the back. This is flush. Where before on the ProCat 240 I had last, there was a little lip here and it kind of went up, and now it sits flush. Just makes that a little more comfortable to fish there on that back deck, and makes things a little more comfortable to work with. You're not always kicking that little lip where the battery compartment door goes up there. So those are my Rodzilla Rod Bars from Rock Creek Outdoors. And then I'm using the Rock Creek Outdoors rod holder bases here with my Driftmaster rod holders. I've got some more rod holder mounts that Rock Creek is sending me that go in this slide track here. And I'm going to fill those in so I have my rod holders there in that slide track, and can cover at least one side from end to end. That way when I'm drifting, I've got plenty of rods to spread out. I'm running the Smooth Moves air ride seat bases on this boat also, and just have these 2 standard pedestal seats in the back. I've taken these back seats out quite a bit. I got some little plugs to plug in those seat pedestals, and man, I tell you what, you really talk about a lot of room to work and move around when you get those back seats out. It's a lot to work with there. So this is it, the 2021 SeaArk Pro Guide, 26 foot with Suzuki 300 battle gray color there with kind of a hodgepodge amped package. It's black amped package with a red trailer and red amp package decals on the boat. So what are you gonna do? I don't know what we're gonna call that, or if they're gonna call it anything. They might call it Chad's Weird or something, but that was the way I wanted it. White gator hide interior with black splatter on it, and It's got all the bells and whistles. Like I said, I need to get a few more rod holders put on. Waiting on Rock Creek Outdoors to send me a few different bases. Need to get my graph on the front of the boat, and hopefully Humminbird Live. Humminbird people, if you're watching, give me a call. Let me know what's going on. Hadn't talked to you in a while. No, just kidding. I'm going to find out. Bassmaster Classics coming to Cowtown here in a couple weeks, maybe next week. I don't know. Pretty soon. I'm going to go down there and pin the Humminbird guys down, figure out what's going on. And then I still need to get some LED lights and some other things added, and get my enclosure and my bimini from SeaArk, but that can wait till later on in the fall. I don't need that till the winter. So that's it. 2021 SeaArk Pro Guide. Again, this is a big boat, man. You just really don't realize how much difference going from 24 foot to 26 foot makes, but it makes a big difference. It's a lot of boat. It's kind of like driving a school bus sometimes. So I will be out on the water and have some other fun stuff coming up. Hopefully back on a regular schedule again. So stay tuned. Until next time, I'm Chad Ferguson, catfishedge.com.